There are many of us who woke up the other day to quite the surprise in our wallets, as Illuvium announced a stealth airdrop for all current Illuvium land holders, more specifically, an airdrop of tier adjusted fuel crates. But while all current land holders have received these crates, not everyone is happy about it, and a lot of that just boils down to speculation and expectations. Now, these new crates were designed to reward players who have shown their commitment by not only purchasing Illuvium land and holding it as long as we have, but also by participating in the alpha season of the Illuvium Zero game. A snapshot for this first airdrop was taken on February 15th at 0 UTC, shortly after which all landholders were dropped the tier adjusted fuel crates. And once the game hits open beta, these crates can be redeemed for fuel tokens to use in Illuvium's overworld or even possibly in our land. The tier of your land will have determined how much fuel you'll be able to receive, with the dollar value ranging anywhere from $15 to $405 in value, depending on which crate you got. Now, there's a lot to unpack here in terms of why landholders might be unhappy about the situation. And the first kind of comes with speculation, as in no one in the community yet knows how much fuel anything is going to cost in the overworld. Will it take 10 or 1,000 Krypton to travel to stage 1 instance of Crimson Waste? And even then, when we know those numbers, what will the upper rails for fuel prices be? If you've been following the Kieran AMAs closely over the last 2 years, we've massively jumped in assumptions from microtransactions of $1 for a stage 1 run to $15, with the higher stage runs being closer to an estimation of $50. Speculation on fuel price aside, some others are comparing it to the rewards given to those who make it onto the Illuvium PvP and Illuvium Beyond leaderboards. What's $15 in comparison to $100 for just getting one ILV in a week? Many Illuvium landholders bought their land almost 2 years ago, at a time when marketing told us that the alpha play version would be available within a month after the sale, and many hoped open beta would be by December of 2022. To those landholders who maybe only hold a single tier 1 land, originally buying it at about half an ETH of cost, is $15 in fuel enough to make amends for 2 years without being able to make use of that land? Also, while it's been speculated that landholders will be able to play their land leading up to the release of open beta in order to have a stockpile of fuel ready on launch to sell to overworld users, there hasn't been any further development on whether this is still an option or if the Illuvium DAO plans to take things in a different direction. Now, while I personally was a little miffed at the $15 for my tier 1 land, I'm holding out judgment. And whether you love it, hate it, or are indifferent to it, there are still three main things that you need to keep in mind regarding this event. The first is how these crates will function. While the redemption process for these crates have not been finalized, Johnny did pop into the Discord to give us an overview of what the current plan is. The first is that the fuel crates will be redeemable either as a direct fuel transfer to your Illuvium game account, or it can be used to create a sell order in the fuel exchange. So, in short, keep it or sell it. At the time of redemption, fuel crates will be redeemed for the dollar value at the max fuel price cap, which will be shown to buyers in the fuel exchange. And finally, the crates will either drop an equal amount of each type of fuel, or crate holders will have the opportunity to choose the full value in one fuel type. As a quick reminder, Krypton will help you pay for those travel fees when going to different regions. Solon is needed when you're crafting items like weapons or drone upgrades, and Hyperion will be used mainly when curing shards from their raw state into their usable form in order to catch those Illuvials. And the next juicy bit of information is that if you look closely at the article that was dropped, it says the first airdrop. Now, community member Garf straight out asked in the Discord whether this meant that landholders could expect more airdrops in the future. And Johnny declined to comment, so speculate as you will, but for me this seems like a mild confirmation that there might indeed be more airdrops that landowners can look forward to in the future. And finally, it was also confirmed by Johnny that this airdrop is not the major airdrop that Kieran has been hinting at all over Twitter. So whether it's for landholders, the ILV community in general, or a larger airdrop, similar to what we've been seeing with Mavia, We're just going to have to wait with bated breath to see what else Illuvium has in store for us. If we've learned anything in the past few days, it is that things are certainly starting to heat up, and we can probably expect more Illuvium developments to come in the next few weeks. After all, Q2 is right around the corner, and that is supposedly when we're going to hit open beta. So make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop. If you haven't played Illuvium yet, PvP or Overworld, I've got my link down in the description. Sign up for an account, download the game on Epic Game Store Launcher, and let's play. So until next time, hopefully I'll see you on the PvP battlefield.